YouTube. What's up, baby? We back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're gonna be finishing our review for the Matrix trilogy. So today we're gonna be talking about the Matrix Revolutions. So this movie came out in 2003, and it was a short period of time to have to wait for this movie to be released. Um, because Matrix Reloaded came out, and they were by the time that movie was released, they was already working on Matrix Revolutions. Um, so yeah, man. The I can't remember if I saw this one in the theater. I'm really trying hard to think. I think I did see this in the theater. Um, but either way, I did watch this, right? So, um, but man, the Matrix series is a very creative series, a very beautiful series, a very you know, just it just I really love the series, man. I really do. And it's cool that we're gonna be having a Matrix 4 coming out soon because you know I love this franchise, and you know it's it's probably too early to do like a full reboot, you know, um, but a somewhat reboot slash continuation that can happen, or just a straight up continuation that can happen as well, um, they've had games that continued the storyline and the lore. They've had the Animatrix. You know what I'm saying? I saw that as well. That's a pretty decent little anthology. You know what I'm saying? An anime show or anime movie. Um, but yeah, so we're into Matrix Revolutions, baby. Here we go. So the premise of this movie is that Neo is trapped, and Trinity, Morpheus, and um, Trinity, Morpheus, they're basically trying to get Neo free from where he is, um, and the person that ends up having him is lo and behold the Merovingian. So they're trying to free him from there. Agent Smith, of course, is running wild, making the world his. Like literally everybody is almost becoming him. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where after he, you know, Smithifies everybody, within the Matrix, what would he move on to next? You know what I'm saying? Maybe the machines, So, um, you still have Zion still going against the machines as well. Um, and you know, like I said, I'm never gonna spoil everything. I'm just trying to give you the premise, and but what eventually ends up happening is Neo ends up having to kind of make a deal with the machines, and if he completes his mission, the machines have, you know, bartered with him and made this whole pact that, you know, you get rid of Agent Smith and I will, we will leave Zion alone, you know, and we will let the humans make the choice of, you know, whether or not they want to be in the Matrix or they want to come to the real world. So that's basically the story. This, like I said, this movie was good as well, man. I am gonna say I like Matrix One and Matrix Two more, but Matrix Three is definitely not bad at all. It's worth your time, and plus you got to complete the franchise, you know. So, um, but it's definitely not a bad movie. Still has a lot of action, you know, gunplay as well. We still got majority of the same actors, same characters. So it's 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 worth the watch, man, for sure. Um, but now I'm gonna go ahead and get into like three three of three of my favorites. Three of my favorite scenes from this movie. Like I said, I always have more. It's just I'm gonna bust down three scenes, and then the grade, and then the premise of the movie, everything like that, and that's basically it. But um, and this may be out of order, So one of my favorite scenes is actually when Trinity and Morpheus um, and Seraph are actually trying to free Neo, and they end up going into this club, and the Merovingian owns it, and they end up having to shoot their way, inside the building so that they can have a meeting with the Merovingian and try to, talk them into, giving them back Neo. So that was definitely a dope scene. Another scene for me um, would be see, I'm trying to think right now. Another scene for me would be the scene where Trinity and Neo are actually headed to the source, like the machine city. And there she's piloting the ship, and he's been blinded, but he can always see within the matrix code, so he can always see that way. And so he's telling her which way to go and watch out for these things, and as she's piloting the ship, he's destroying the machines, and they end up making it to the inner city for the machine city. That was a pretty dope scene as well. And I guess I'll go with, for my last scene, being the fight, the last fight between Morpheus and sorry, the ending fight between Neo and Agent Smith. This fight was different because it's like it's almost like in the first movie, you know, like it's kind of just hand to hand combat, and that's kind of it. You know what I'm saying? Second movie as well, hand to hand combat, like better, but hand to hand combat. And the third fighting scene between them was like, it was hand to hand combat, but it was like more so like God level. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like almost like Goku versus Frieza type things. Like, these dudes were like flying in the air. You know what I'm saying? Socking each other, and it's raining. And when they hit each other, they hit each other so hard that like a big old like combustion of the rain just like forms over them, and then it stops raining, and then it starts raining again. Like, it was a crazy fight. It was a crazy fight. And the things that they were doing in there was pretty dope. So yeah, those are those are three of my favorite scenes from the movie. For me, like I said, I like Matrix 1 and I like Matrix 2 more than Matrix 3. But it honestly wasn't a bad movie at all. Like I said, it's worth your time. So for me, for the grade for this movie, um, I'm a I'm gonna run it down to like an 8.5, right? Um, and that's like I said, that's not a bad grade. That's above average, and like I'm telling you, it's worth watching, especially to finish out the trilogy and to know where we're going, for Matrix 4, as well. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10, so that's not bad. Um, if you guys seen this movie, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. Um, how did you like the third one compared to the second one? How did you like the third one compared to the first one? Um, do you think the action in it was good? And do you like the way that they kind of finalized the story in a way, even though we're gonna have another movie? At that point in time, we didn't know we were gonna have another one. So did you like the way that they kind of finalized the story in a way? Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and until next time.